Luke Voit
Oh, yeah.
is calling.
I forgot this was an award, man.
And he's saying, Coach, I know I'm not the most athletic guy on the team, but put me out there. Hit the home run to give the Yankees the lead in Game 2. Hit the blooper that you said gave you the most juice you felt this season.
I was punching the car ceiling.
Luke Voit, you know, when he gets a presser, I think he's got a press conference quote you like recently.
I want to hit. I'm a good hitter.
Keep knocking on Boone's door, man. Keep calling him. Play the power lineup. Because you should be out there every day. You're right, dude.
Yeah,
You're right.
I was, as we were walking to the game, my brother Lucas said, so what do you think about the Voit quotes? And I had heard them, but I just hadn't perused Twitter or radio or anything. We had a very busy day. And I said, what do you mean? Like, I was like, what?
Right.
They're good quotes. Like, what do you, and he was like, oh, people are crushing them.
You know, I was top 10 MVP last year, and I've been a great player for this organization for the last 3 years. And, you know, I'm not going down. You know, I want to play. Obviously, I know it's going to be tougher with Rizzo, but, you know, I deserve to play just as much as he does. And, you know, I led the league in home runs last year, and I feel really good again. And obviously, you know, the injury bug is the reason he's here, you know, because of me. But, yeah, I mean, obviously, I hope Booney can do whatever he can to, you know, try to get me some consistent at bat.
Like, people on our Twitter were responding, like, mad at Voit, saying, like, dude, like, you didn't earn shit. You had one game. Now you think you should play. I think some people on the fan were crushing him, and I was genuinely perplexed. Why would you want a player that doesn't think he deserves to play? Like, I don't know. If you were one of those people and you listen to the show, you're so backwards. You players should want to play. Players should feel like they deserve to play. Players should, and Voit does deserve to get at bats. Like, yeah. Everything he said was true, and he is really good about it. He's like, I understand that I've only played 30 games this year, so they needed to go get someone because I wasn't a lock, but I feel really good right now, and I think I deserve at bats. I don't know. I loved those quotes. I didn't have any problem with them at all. I was kind of surprised people were saying whatever.
And 2 for 5 with a walk this series, 3 RBI, hit by pitch, the home run to give him the lead in Game 2, the blooper.
It's the same Luke Voit who last year, who was the only one that came to the podium and said, we suck. Yeah. This is embarrassing. And everyone loved him for it. New
team leader.
Everyone loved him for it.
And let's be honest, like, the playoffs, it should be, you know, Luke Voit starts at DH, and guard dog comes in to run at some point, and he goes to the outfield, and like that's the winning
runs
formula.
For Stanton late in the game, rearrange the outfield.
Like,
I would want him to say that over anything else. Yeah. He should feel under the gun and pissed off and want to prove that he should get at bats.
This is me trying to get into their mindset, because I agree I like the quotes from Voit, but I think what people who don't like him, I think they're thinking is that there's finally like good vibes. You don't want to create like a divide and like him against Rizzo or whatever, but that's just not the way the players.
It's not how players operate.
Yeah.
At all. I think if, like, you know, after talking to Plouffe all the time, I think if Rizzo or Judge heard those, or they heard Voit say like, well, Rizzo's a great guy, I'm fine to sit the bench, and if I get in, that's great. They'd much rather the teammate that's saying, I want to play. I want to help the team. I'm good. I deserve to play. I deserve at bats. It's nothing. People have a problem with it. Are just searching for it.
The other quotes get worse. Like if he says play Rizzo at first, play me at DH, now you're kind of keeping Boone's hands tied. Like, you know, now you're feeding that back to the media to send back to Boone. Why don't you do this, guys? I look at a lot of baseball reference pages, like every day. You guys know Luke Voit's career stats?
They're really good. Doesn't he have like a 900 OPS?
269 batting average, a 358 on base percentage, a 510 slugging, and 868 OPS.
868.
That's career.
Yeah.
If you want to do recently, like do this year and last year, which is 95 games, and he's got an 858 OPS. He led the league in homers last year. Like this isn't even, I mean, to go full sports radio, like this isn't Andujar. Like this guy has a full body of work every year for the past 4 seasons.
Yeah, he's just been injury prone this year. That's fine, but when he plays, he's good. Besides when they had the rusty belly buttons time.
Like this year, until he most recently came back, the times he was back in between injuries, he hadn't fully gotten it going. But
Right, but we're talking about like 30
but he's
games.
been good for, yes.
His OPS is up
With
to
you.
725, which, as we mentioned, he had like a bad start, and he's been hurt.
I heard it in live time,
You know, Rizzo's coming back.
and
you know, there's gonna be-
I just I didn't think it was anything.
And I see some people in the chat, again, saying like Rizzo's better defensively. Yup.
Yep.
That's not the discussion, folks. Stanton's
He's-
played a fine corner
Wait,
outfield
but Voigt's
this
not
year.
saying he wants to play first over Rizzo.
Exactly. I saw like 10 people in a row in the chat. You know I'll normally skip
Wait, hold
the
on.
chat if something's
Voit
upbeat.
didn't say he wants to play first over Rizzo. He has specific quotes from the. That's what people think. So you guys just don't watch fucking press conference. He has specific quotes saying, "I hope Booney can find me some DH games and some pinch hitting at bats and some first base like every now and then." He's not saying he wants to play first base over Rizzo. He literally listed DH, pinch hit, and sometimes at first base.
That's
he
what I
kn-
was about to say.
No one is saying Voit should play first base over Rizzo. Even Voit.
Our best.
He said that. He said DH pinch hit.
Our best lineup has Rizzo at first and Voit at DH.
Yeah. That will be the Death Star lineup that they do every now and then.
Has Stanton had a bad play in the outfield this year?
No.
I know it's still a pretty small sample. He's actually kind of been nice, right?
Yeah, I don't think he has like a standout
special
play.
catches.
Nothing comes to mind, but that's not what we're asking for.
But guys,
And he's been a standout performer on the defensive side of the ball most of his career until the last 2.5 years.
That quote, the quote that I love,
I want to hit. I'm a good hitter.
is right after saying, "I hope he can find me some DH days and some pinch hit opportunities."
bang.